Alexander Graham Bell bizarre tetrahedral kites.
In addition to developing the telephone, the Scottish-born inventor Alexander Graham Bell did extensive research in aerodynamics. This series of photographs depict Bell and his colleagues demonstrating and testing out a number of different kite designs, all based upon the tetrahedral structure, to whose pyramid-shaped cells Bell was drawn as they could share joints and lessen the weight to surface area ratio. In his continuous research, Bell became obsessed with the idea of creating a kite large enough to carry a man. He actually created the box kite design in this quest to create the ultimate kite. This particular design joined several triangular kites together with a frame to create a box. Doing so increased the kite's surface area with little increase in weight, a good measure of improved flight capability. Bell combined several box-like cells to create large pyramidal structures with 3 triangular sides and a triangular base. This geometric form, known as a tetrahedral, is one of nature's most stable structures. Although it looks pretty complicated, tetrahedral kites are very manageable when flying. His experimentation with the tetrahedron was used in construction projects, a tower on his property at Bean-by-Triac in Cape Breton, N.S., and other structures, as well as in kite framing. Other efforts in the development of early flight were achieved through his association with a talented group of individuals known as the Aerial Experiment Association. The members of the AEA, in addition to Bell himself, were Mabel Gardner Hubbard Bell, Frederick Walker, Casey, Baldwin, John Alexander Douglas McCurdy, Glenn Hammond Curtis, and Lieutenant Thomas E. Tholen Selfridge. In 1907, Bell built the largest tetrahedral kite, named the Cygnet, meaning Little Swan in French. It was composed of over 3,393 cells, was 40 feet, 12.2 m, long, and weighed 91 kilograms. It successfully flew carrying a human passenger 168 feet above the water when towed behind a steamship. Unfortunately, it crashed and tore to pieces on landing. The man who was aboard, Thomas E. Tholen Selfridge, actually survived the flight but later became the first person to die in an airplane crash aboard the Wright military flyer in 1908. Despite the gradual disinterest in kites and the growing success of the Wright brothers' airplanes, Bell made 2 more massive tetrahedral kites, named Cygnet I and IL, but neither one was successful. His Cygnet IL with a 70-horsepower motor was reported to have flown only 1 foot. Eventually, the famous scientist abandoned his experiments in 1912. Some of Bell's kites are on display at the Alexander Graham Bell National Historic Site.
If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel.